Hello, 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 divine beings. This is your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess. I am here for another one of my videos. This is going to be some clarification on some things. This is going to be a spirit reading. I am entitling this The Low Down Dirty Do-Ins of the Negro Family, How the Generational Curses Begin. The incest is real. I do hope everyone is doing well and feeling well on today. And without any further ado, we're going to get right into this message. I have my sage lit, honey, and we're going to clear out some negative energies. Right now, I just call upon my archangels, my guardian angels, and my divine spirit guides, the Most High, to cast out and banish any evil, demonic, negative energies, entities, deities, spirits that have been sent my way. I request that they are sent back expediently and abundantly back to its senders. Most High God, any curses, spells, hoodoo, voodoo, hexes, curses that they have cast upon me, I reverse those right now. And I call upon my Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Rizal, to watch over and protect my daughter and I, to give me clear and accurate information pertaining to this reading. I also call upon my ancestors at this time to give me clarification as it relates to this reading as well, you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. And without any further ado, we are going to get into today's reading. Okay, you all, so as I said, this is the lowdown dirty do-ins of the Negro family, how the generational curses began. The incest is real. If you all seen my videos from last night, I actually spoke quite a bit on this topic, and kind of pertaining to some things from my life, and different things that have been going on, and the people that have been in my life and that I've had to deal with, and even those whom I never even knew, because I was lied to or whatever. So I'm going to go into detail specifically about the incest that happens in the Negro family, because for one, more often than not, when we hear of things like this, it's always the white man and the white man's family that supposedly, allegedly, that these things are going on in, and it gets swept up under the rug, and it gets put in the closet, and it's under covers and everything, when it comes to the black church, when it comes to the black communities, when it comes to the black neighborhoods. So since these individuals whom are working against me have found it necessary to try to target and attack me and my daughter relentlessly, by any means necessary, then my spirit guides have led me to do these readings, okay? To speak on these topics and the things that have been hidden and been lied about and kept secret. And these are the very things that causes the generational curses in the African American community, and they go on from generation to generation to generation. Our people lie to their children, their grandchildren, and on down to further generations. Our people sold out to their oppressors a long time ago, who then used their skills and tactics, flipped it on them, and then trained them to protect their oppressors while hating their own race, while hating their own kind, while killing off their own bloodline, baby. But when they decided to target me, you understand me, because I done took a lot of blows, I done took a whole lot of licks, you understand me, and I have dealt with a whole lot of things my entire life, and I've never bitch whined or moaned about it. I was able to heal and to continuously to move forward and strive to make myself a better person. But these people have been relentless. These are people who smile in your face. You understand what I'm saying? But behind your back, they stabbing you in the back. They're putting you down. You're talking about you. These are the people who are the closest and the nearest and dearest to you. People who are supposed to be your family. Fake phony friends. You know, low down dirty exes and all kinds of people of your own race, people that look just like you, who they have sold their soul to the devil, and they have made an effort to try to sell you out too, and they're willing to do any and everything for clout, for money, for positions, titles, roles, for comforts, and all these other kind of things. And it's really time that the BS stops. And so I'm exposing these things. My spirit guides gave me the permission to do so. The Most High gave me the permission to do so, to speak upon these things. So I'm going to do just that because I'm led by spirit and I'm tired of the mess. You understand what I'm saying? And so we're going to get into this right now. Like I said, this is the incest is real. Number one, my supposed mother, Sarita, was Sarita Buford originally. When she got married the first time, it went to her. When she got married the second time, it went to Agee. So she is currently now Sarita Agee. This woman was pregnant by her father at 15, 16 years old. This child was not, this child was killed. And so it is not here at this current time. Number two, my supposed mother, which would be Sarita. This is the woman who I was told was my mother. But if you all have seen the other videos, you know that she is in fact not my real mother. The year that I was born was falsified. Documentations, medical information, and all kinds of things were done for this switch up, mix up, under the table. A faulty type of adoption, and I was just kind of left with in the company of some very sinister people. And from day one, my life was a living hell. I was basically cursed from birth. But we're going to block, bind, and we rebuke that, because I'm not going to claim that, because I'm breaking generational curses like I am on today. So my supposed mother, Sarita Agee, and her cousin, Arthur Bo Fielder, had sex, okay? As well did Sarita Agee also have sex with her cousin, Sherry. Now this is on my supposed mother's side. She had cousin with she had sex with her cousin Arthur Bo Felder. My spirit guides are telling me. Also, my spirit guides are telling me that she also had sex with her cousin Sherry on her side. My spirit guides tell me that my supposed sister Constance Hurd, my supposed brother Tony Hurd, which are the other two children, the real children of my supposed mother, they have had sex with each other for quite some time. Whether or not they're still having sex with each other, I'm not quite sure of, but my spirit guides have told me that they have had an incestuous relationship for quite some time. My spirit guides tell me that my cousin Nick, as well as my cousin Erica, had sex together as well quite often when they were young and things. And besides my spirit guides clarifying this to me, my cousin Nick, he actually called me from prison before they sacrificed him and killed him, after they found out that he had communicated with me, and told me this. But he actually told me this himself. So I just re-clarified this, with my spirit guides. My cousin Newton, which is the older brother of my cousin Nick and my cousin Erica that I was just speaking of. Newton, Nick, and Erica are all sisters and brothers, okay? These will be family members, supposed family members that was on my mother's side, okay? So my cousin Newton, I didn't need to clarify this because I know this for a fact because it was something that I directly dealt with, and I know for a fact. My cousin Newton, he tried to have sex with me when I was young. We were actually both very young, like teenagers or something at the time, in this kind of step up, walk in type of closet that there were. We did not have sex. He did try. He pulled out his penis. He was touching me and things like that or whatever, but we did not have sex. I refused to have sex with him or whatever. However, he did kiss me. Okay, so my spirit guides also tell me that my dad, Larry Ziegler, he had sex with his sister. And got her pregnant with twins. Okay, that's where me and my twin sister come from. My grandpa slash stepdad Ziegler, which would be my father's father, had sex with his daughter and married, and later married her, which is, and this person is actually my real mother. Okay, this is the woman who gave me up and how I ended up with Sarita's family. My spirit guides also tell me that he also raped my twin sister later in life once they, had moved and different things or whatever, and she was a little older. My spirit guides tell me that my supposed mother held me down and allowed several different family members, okay, to molest me, sexually abuse me, rape me when I was younger. Also, this was done when she was pretty young herself. Like I said, she was pregnant by her own father when she was around 15, 16 years old. She killed that baby. When I was born, she was actually only 18 at the time. So, she was, there was a lot of things that was going on. And she was actually very, pretty young as well. It's really an unfortunate situation because the reason why she never loved me or cared about me was because of the simple fact that she had went through childhood trauma as well. And see, that's the one thing I'm not going to do, because a lot of the people that I am speaking on who is actually attacking me and hurting me and have hated me all of my life, they actually have been through childhood trauma themselves. And for that, I am very sympathetic towards them because I know childhood trauma. I know how it feels, but see, everybody's mind frame is different. Everybody's way of life ends up being different. These individuals end up selling their soul. They end up selling out. They end up partaking in satanic, masonic, and demonic things. To now they have this coven, this group of them who continuously to partake in these demonic things, and it's because they have sold out. They kept me from this, and the reason why they are so jealous and envious of me and kept this from me is because of the simple fact that I have always been I've always had mystical spiritual gifts. They knew, the talents, the skills, the abilities, and the power that I had even when I was very young. So there was always this effort that was put forth to try to suppress me, to try to block me, stop me, to hinder me, to hold me back, to keep me from succeeding in everything. And a lot of the hate, a lot of the disloyalty, a lot of the things that I endured and I went through was mainly because these people are jealous of me. They are envious of me, and to the point where they absolutely hate me. They do not want me to even exist. They don't want me or my child to have anything at all. And all I have ever had is like the bare minimum. Okay. And they have actively participated. They've all actively kept up the lie, kept up this deception. It's really like that movie, The Truman Show, guys. That's how my life has been, but on a more sinister, wicked, evil level. So I expressed with you all how Sarita and my dad Larry both, in conjunction work with each other to work against me, to set me up, to sell me to the satanic powers that be. And this is how I also ended up being used and abused by people in government and empowered I was chipped, and there was surgery. There was all kinds of trauma that was done to me and caused in my life. But I just wanted to go through that real quick just to kind of catch you all up for those of you who not necessarily understanding why I'm going through this. And I just want to remind everyone that I originally began this telling this information because this is very disheartening information. It's very embarrassing. It's very sad. You understand? But I'm doing this because my entire supposed family, okay, mother side and father side, they are all in conjunction working together along with the government to work against me as they have been my entire life, which I never knew this because I was under MK Ultra mind control and they gaslit me and everything my entire life. So even though, I was the black sheep and I was left out and I was mistreated and different things like that, I didn't quite understand what was going on. I did not figure it out until I was full grown, smack dead in the middle of an awakening. And then I realized that what a target was, I was a target, and what was being done to me. And here it is years later of enduring all of this and knowing I'm a target, that these messages have come in like a flood of things that I have been enduring, that I have been dealing with. And right now it's so sad because they're doing the exact same thing to my daughter in which they did to me growing up. And I don't get that. I don't understand how you hate a child who has never done anything wrong. I don't understand that. And my daughter's a teenager right now. You understand? She's like not a baby anymore. But the people that is working against me, they haven't been in my life. They haven't been in my daughter's life. They haven't been family oriented. They haven't supported us. They haven't even tried to spend time with my daughter, to be in my daughter's life. I just don't understand how you hate a young person who has done nothing. And that's literally how I grew up as well. So we're going to get back to the reading, guys. I just wanted to share that with you all. So, my spirit guides, I spoke about this last night. My spirit guides say that my supposed mother held me down and allowed several different family members to either molest me, sexually abuse me, or rape me. Okay, this is including but not limited to my granddad, which would be my supposed mother's father, Sonoris Buford, my dad, Larry Ziegler, and her first husband, Tony Hurd. But there were other individuals as well, my spirit is saying. And I said all that I just said to say that people like Sarita, as well as the other individuals, they sold their soul a long time ago. I just never knew. I never knew that such things even existed until I was awakened. I've never seen so many black people a day before in my life into black magic and voodoo. Like, it is everywhere. And I literally never knew black people did this. Like, this is how much they dumped me down, y'all. I wasn't even aware that there were black witches and things in the family. I wasn't even aware of, when you coming up, you told to why, don't talk to strangers, don't mingle with the wrong crowd of friends, don't get in gangs, you watching out for gun violence and these are the things that you taught. Nobody ever teaches you growing up that you need to worry about witches, sitting behind the scene in secret, casting curses and spells upon you. But I was cursed before I even came out the womb. I was, because I was plagued with these generational curses just because of the simple fact that I was created from incest. So my entire life was cursed. And me and my twin was split up. And we both endured a lot because even my twin sister, endured a lot as well. With my real parents, with the industry and everything else that she had to deal with. So it's very crazy, guys. So back to the reading. My spirit guides tell me that my supposed grandmother, Jewel Wesson, she allowed her husband, Dwayne Wesson, to rape and or molest me during the time in which that I was living with her. My spirit guides tell me that my aunt Tiffany Johnson, that's on my dad's side. Now this chick is way younger than me, or whatever, but she is actually supposed to be, it's like a lot of them, okay? Just to let you know just how freaky and creepy this family is. She's supposed to be my auntie, but she is actually my grandmother's sister, okay? But she is so much younger than me, y'all. Understand this. My grandmother adopted Tiffany Johnson and her sister Brittany Johnson when we were kids, because their real mother was like mentally ill and on drugs, and they were taken away, and they went through a lot of childhood trauma and things or whatever. So my grandmother, which is my dad's mom, adopted them. This is just how much younger they are than me, okay? But this is one of the main witches, Tiffany Johnson, that's sitting over here casting her curses and her spells, that's in sold her soul, that, wants so desperately to be in the industry and make it and all this other kind of crap, and they literally willing to do anything for money. She's one of the main people that hates me, that's working against me, and that has stopped at nothing, not even the warnings from the Most High that they needed to stop what they were doing, or it was going to end very catastrophically for them, but they refused to. So nevertheless, my spirit guides tell me that my Aunt Tiffany Johnson have had sex with her brother and other family members as well. I do want to specify, you have those of them who have willingly partook in having incestuous sex with other family members. However, there is a lot of them who have endured childhood trauma. So, I'm just going to let it be known that this person has been raped, has been sexually abused and used in ways by people as well. So, I would never throw shade or put somebody on blast like that for when they was taken advantage of. But my spirit guides tell me that they have also willingly had incestuous sex with other family members as well. So I just want that to be known. My spirit guides tell me that my sister Sasha Ziegler has had sex with family members, as well as just like I said about Tiffany Johnson. My sister Sasha Ziegler, I know she also endured a lot of childhood trauma. She has also endured abuse and different things, neglect and different things in her childhood. She has been taken advantage of sexually and or rape or whatever. However, she is another individual because of the lifestyles that they have, the prostitution, the drugs, addictions, and all these other things. They have willingly partook and having sex with family members, okay? So it's quite a few of them over there who are prostitutes, who are strippers, who are sex workers and things like that or whatever. And this is what they do. And I believe just a lot of that stems from childhood trauma. And not, like I said, not everybody in the world, not all of us are going to react the same way from trauma that we have endured. Different people will turn out differently. So I just wanted that to be known. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that my cousin Earl, I'm not sure if his last name is Scott. He is the son of my Aunt Betty Scott. Or whatever. My spirit guides tell me that my cousin Earl on my dad's side, he had sex with family members as well. My spirit guides tell me that my cousin Nina Bell Burks, which is the sister of my cousin Earl, they both had the same mother, my Aunt Betty Scott. My spirit guides tell me my cousin Nina Bell Burks has had sex, has set up. Okay, now this is the one that I told you all that she's the main black witch practitioner over there on that side of the family. My spirit guides, I know this for a fact, as well as my spirit guides confirmed that it wasn't just me that she had done it to. But my spirit guides tell me that Nina Bell Burks have set up other female family members to have sex with their own family members, or to have them raped or something. Now, she didn't do anything pertaining to me trying to set me up with other family members. However, she has set up situations for me to be raped or taken advantage of sexually by other individuals who were not, family or whatever. My spirit guides also tell me that my cousin Nina Bell Burks, she had sex with a family member as well before. My spirit guides are telling me, I believe it's cousin Tolly, I believe I'm saying that correctly, that she had sexual relations with. My spirit guides tell me that my brother, Justin, which is, he's actually by blood not related to us, but he is, my dad did claim him, so he, for that sake, for that matter, he's my brother. Okay, but he was actually a baby when my dad and his mom got together, and they end up having another baby together, which is my brother Lil Larry. Okay, so technically Justin is my brother, but my spirit guides tell me that my brother Justin, he has had sex, with, members of the family on my dad's side, and my spirit guides tell me it was Tiffany Johnson that he had sex with. So, uh, my spirit guides also tell me that my brother little Larry Ziegler has had sex with a member of the family as well. My spirit guides tell me that this family member is Dominique Townsend. Dominique is the daughter of my cousin Nina Burks. Okay, so um, that's going to conclude the Incest Is Real reading pertaining to them. There's a whole lot more, you guys. I did this reading just to specify, and to clarify to people that incest goes on in more than just white people's homes, okay, or some other race home, as how it is often put on display as such, okay. Um, Okay, guys, so I have some extra spirit messages here, that are clarifiers, for this reading that I just did for you all. The first message I have is scheme of teams, okay? So this is basically letting me know spirit is telling me that, this happens quite often. It's a scheme of team of them who are sold out to these satanic powers that be. They get high, they get drunk, they all mix and mingle together, they get freaky, they get down with the get down. So many of them have hooked up. Although, like I said, there are individuals who have been taken advantage of, or who have been persuaded or convinced, or just taken advantage of because they were under the influence or whatever reason. But the really all of the ones that I spoke of on today willingly had sex with other family members, okay? Although they did go through childhood trauma themselves, and they, they are a part of this satanic, if you all see my video, satanic sex cult, they're a part of this, okay? They're average Joes who have sold their soul, for small comforts and small incentives, and these are things that they have to be part of on a lower level: prostitution rings, drug trafficking, they're from them prostituting to stripping to doing drugs to selling drugs to partaking in several different crimes. They also use these individuals on this lower level like this as gang stalkers, and to recruit other people into their satanic sex cult as well. So these are the type of people, for those of you who are targets who may watch this video, these are the type of people who have sold out that they use to target you. And amongst the targeting, there's a part of the targeting where they try to recruit you to be one of them. You understand me? But like, they have no loyalty even amongst each other, because they're all sellouts. They're all snakes. So they're in constant competition with each other. They're as many times as they get together and have fun and get high and have a good time and get drunk and have their threesomes and the orgies and the, whatever kind of illicit sex they want to have or whatever, they will work against each other in a heartbeat. They will turn against each other in a heartbeat. They'll do the black magic on each other. They'll betray each other like that. And then, they'll come together as well, because they're still all a part of this satanic sex cult. Okay. The next message I have here is sex. Sex, baby. Sex sells all over the world. Okay. This day and time, you can't look anywhere or see anything without seeing sex. Okay. So all of this was done. Spirit is saying predominantly about sex. A lot of people have sex addictions, and temptations and different things, and this was the cause of a lot of these incestuous things happening. Although there has been childhood trauma from rape and other things that have taken place as well, but I mean, it all centers around sex. The next message I have is don't look back here. Spirit is just telling me, not to look back on these situations, because I am a visionary. I have a very visual, excuse me, mind, so I can see things vividly, even when I'm wide awake, and things. So spirit is just kind of telling me here, don't look back to see these things, because I can vividly see the situations that happened, like the ones of them that got with each other and what actually took place and happened with them or whatever. And I think this just came out for spirit to tell me, don't look back at this anymore. The next message I have is low down and dirty. So, this incestuous stuff that goes on in the family, these sex addictions, these temptations and everything. Spirit is saying it's just low down, dirty, grimy, shameful, nasty things that have taken place. And another message with this, my grandmother is named Lolene, and so everybody calls her Lo for short. So, this message is quite interesting because Spirit is also, giving me a double message here to tell me that my grandmother Lo is down and dirty. Like, she was with, in her day when she was shaking and moving and doing what they do, she was down with all of these goings on and things, and knew full well that they were happening, because she's not necessarily a fool by a long shot. I wouldn't call her crazy, because I don't think, as far as her being a fool, I would never call her foolish. So she knew full well that these things were going on, and back in her day, she went along with and participated in things herself. My spirit guides gave me out another personal message for this reading. It says, I can see clearer now. Like I said, they spent my entire life lying to me. They used black magic on me, voodoo on me. They put me under MK Ultra mind control. That was done by the government when I was sold out to them. They tried to suppress my memory, to erase my memory, to keep me from remembering these things, to keep me from tapping into my true abilities and from knowing these things, because they knew that I had natural psychic abilities. They knew that I had several different talent, skills, and abilities that they have always tried to keep me from and didn't want me to be a part of. And this was a lot of their reasoning for putting me down, ridiculing me, judging me, making it seem like I was never good enough, because they never wanted me to make it. Mainly, predominantly, because they didn't want me to see. But I can see clearly now, baby. The rain is gone. I see clearly the things that you all have lied to me about, the things that you all have hidden from me. I can see it clearly. The next spirit message I have here is rape. So like I told you, as many of them as it is who have willingly participated in ancestral relationships or just sex hookups or whatever, a lot of them have suffered from childhood trauma, and some of it was rape. So, there's several of us who was taken advantage of sexually, and I believe thereafter made many of them very sexually promiscuous, which is why they probably got into a lot of this other stuff willingly on their own. The next spirit guide message I have here, it says negative energy, okay? There's negative energy all around this incestuous situation in the family, okay? It stems from generational curses. It causes generational curses, okay? But this comes from antimatter, which antimatter is nothing but darkness, okay? There's a lot of abuse and bullying and things that have taken place pertaining to this situation. So that would go along with people being forcibly made to do things, being turned out, pimped out, and all kinds of things. Okay, and because of this, it has brought a lot of sadness. Okay. It has brought a lot of sadness, a lot of heartache, and a lot of pain. From childhood traumas or whatever, but some of these individuals are full grown. When they decided to start screwing each other on their own, they were, anywhere from, teenagers to full grown adults when they started doing this on their own, okay? But, there's a sense of sadness, period, around this situation. Um, Next message I have is don't really care anymore. It's a lot of them who are proud of what they are about, are proud of what they do, proud that they are satanic sellouts, proud that they are a part of this prostitution ring. They're proud to, go along with whatever they handlers require of them just so they can get paid. Okay, it says don't really care anymore. Okay, but it also talks about pressure. It also talks about individuals feeling that they have no love or something like that. It talks about burdens and different things, but these people don't care about the fact that they have been in incestuous relationships. And this is the reason why they continue to do it. This is the reason why they have covered it up. And predominantly, they hid these things from me and purposely kept me brainwashed and dumbed down, because they knew that I wouldn't. I'm liable to have exposed them a long time ago because I wouldn't have been with it. You understand me? So the things that was done to me, they literally had to drug me in order to do it. They literally had to have me under mind control in order to do it. They literally had to take advantage of me and lie to me and gaslight me and all kinds of things in different ways just to do it to me. These other individuals, especially the ones who are younger than me, the ones who are older than me, they sold out a long time ago, honey. They sold out well before I was thought about, well before I even came about. Because when you get to talking about parents and grandparents and so on and so forth, they were already sellouts. You understand me? And they people before them were sellouts. But when you get to talking about all of these people who are working against me, who are in fact younger than me, yet are still supposed to be my family or whatever, they were recruited into this by the elders in the family who brought them into this, who broke them into this, and things like that or whatever. And so obviously they were receptible to these things and they went along with it. But when it came to me, I was left in the dark about it. I still went through things too, but it was done to me in a different way. Like I said, they had to drug me. They had to put me under mind control. They had to do different things to me to, for them to continue to do this to me. And then they had to give me things to suppress my memory, to keep me, make me forget what had taken place, what was going on, and things like that or whatever. When the other ones, they're all a part of this secret society. You understand? They're all a part of this prostitution ring, this sex cult that I never knew about. These things that I literally never knew about until I awakened. Like, no lie, that's just how bad they kept me blind and dumbed down to the things that was happening, like right in my face, like right around me. Like, I remember seeing my cousin Arthur Bo Felder slap when he came around, he would slap my mom on the butt and stuff all the time, and she would poke her butt out at him and be switching and all kind of, like, I remember seeing those things, but I was under mind control then, so it wasn't registering in my mind that they had done something sexual. I thought they were just being playful, so I seen a lot of sexual things like that or whatever in my mind then. I'm like, because of the things that I've been through, I thought it was, playful and this was okay or whatever, but it really wasn't. And I didn't know this until I was able to break free from the mind control, from the programming, from all of this, years and years later. So I've seen a lot, okay? And I have never spoke out about the things that I have seen and the things that I know. I've seen even more than that I've never spoke on, okay? So, yeah. Nevertheless, the next message I have here is wickedness in high places, beast system 666. So I clearly just told you they are a part of secret societies. They sold their soul. Um, um, and this is the reason why so many of them are demonically possessed, mind, body, and soul. They working for the devil, as Pretty Oracle would say, honey. They selling ass for the devil, because that's what they do. This is what the prostitution rings is all about. This is what the sex cults is all about, and this is predominantly what they do. Besides gang stalking other people and setting up other people to get money, it's all about money at the end of the day. But they pole hustlers and on a low level, because you still living from paycheck to paycheck. You still in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not on no major come up, and you're sacrificing family members and all kinds of stuff left and right just so you can get fraudulent insurance payouts and things like that. Y'all just foul. You're foul. Okay, the next message I have here is passion. Many of them have a lot of passion for each other, which is the reason why they have had sex with one another, which is completely disgusting to me. But, hey, whatever. Next, I have gang, 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 bang, chain gang, criminal activity. Okay, so you have many of them who are in the gang, gang. You understand? When you say gang, gang, you talking about these secret societies. You talking about these satanic powers that be. When you talk about gangs, as far as street gangs, you talking about the Bloods, the Crips, the blood disciples, the vice lords, whoever, whatever it is they claim. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gang banging. Okay, so whether you talking about the gang gang, which is the six, if you talking about gang bang, which is the street gangs, but if you talking about the chain gang, baby, everybody know how the chain gang started. If you don't know, research it, do your history. Okay, the chain gang stemmed from slavery and went on to the prisons. Okay, but and there was a line of these slaves, a line of these prisons, and you know how they are chained together with the shackles on their feet. That's where the chain gang come from. Okay, so they are part of these things. And these gangs that they in, the gang gang, the gang bang, the chain gang, it all links back to these satanic powers that be. It all links back to the six. It all links back to this beast system, and this is what they have sold out to. And these are the type of things that they have to participate in to be initiated, to be a part of this group, to get whatever payouts. They have to be, down with incest. They have to be down with human sex trafficking. They have to be down with sexual addictions and drug addictions, and homosexual activity and cross-dressing and all kinds of things that they have to be a part of. They have to be a part of drug trafficking, child sex trafficking, and all kinds of things. They're all a part of these things. It brings me to my next card, prostitution ring. These individuals are a part of prostitution rings. Okay, they get pimped out by these powers that be, honey, and this is how they get the incentives. This is how they think they living their best life, although they still in the hood and they po hustling. They think they living their best life. They waiting on the payout right now from these satanic powers that be, because they done all this stuff to me and to my daughter and everything. This is the reason why they're so desperate to try to knock me off right now. They desperately steady doing they black magic and things on me that's not working. Because I'm breaking generational curses, because I'm exposing this. But they picked on the way wrong one. Okay. They picked on the way wrong one. When they decided to target me, they messed up. When they decided to attack my child, target my child, you messed up. Because you done brought out the beast in me. And I know you know all about the beast because y'all playing with the beast. You understand me? So, y'all done met y'all match. But they evolved in these prostitution rings. And really and truly, it could got many different names to it. You can call it a secret society. Honey, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But it's a prostitution ring. Because this is what they predominantly do. They got the men's that's going to sleep with other men's, honey, and it's so messed up. And that's how they initiate these guys, and they turn them out, and they have them to meet up with certain higher level individuals who are like they handlers, who are controlling them. These like can be businessmen or hierarchy type of men, and they come in there and they make them suck them off. They make them have anal sex with them, or they may want to have anal sex with the person that they initiating in, and they just doing nothing but using them and abusing them, and they might throw them a couple $100 or something. each time that they sin. And then the next time they come through, it might be two of them, three of them, or they might get passed to somebody else. It's the prostitution ring. You understand me? Then you got them. They'll force them to cross dress, the guys to cross dress, and do all kinds of humiliation ritual type of crap. But they are using them and they are abusing them. Is what they are doing. Now I'm just gonna call it what it is. And what we talking about when we speak of incest, we are talking about generational curses. This is what causes generational curses. This is what keeps the generational curses tied together and chained together and linked together. Okay, that's what we talking about. When they sell out, they sell their people out, they sell themselves out, then they sell their own people out, all for the love of money. But they doing nothing but creating generational curses. They are part of these. They sold, and they are part of these satanic powers that be, honey. Why? Because they devil worshippers. What you mean? They devil worshippers in these sex cults, in these prostitution rings, in these secret societies and things. They are devil worshippers. Okay? And my spirit guides are telling me that this is all a part. This goes hand in hand with some of everything that's going on, like starting with incest. Okay, it starts at home with incest. Okay, and from there, you are initiated into these covens, into these secret societies, into you become initiated witches, you all these different things that they had them in, so you were involved in the prostitution ring, you involved in the child abuse ring, you involved in the child trafficking ring or the human trafficking ring, you involved in sex trafficking, drug trafficking and different things like that or whatever, baby. But they devil worshippers. They being ruled by the devil. They being controlled by the devil. They chained to the devil. Like many of them that might want to stop, that might want out, they can't even get out. They demonically possessed. Some of them, I know they demonically possessed because they can't even stop doing what they doing. It has become habit forming. Even if it's coming back to them and hurting them, they won't stop doing what they're doing. This is how you know somebody is possessed by something else that is forcing them to continue to do something. Besides these satanic powers that be that they sold out to and they handlers calling them up and sending them messages. Oh, you gonna do this, you gonna try that, because you don't, we gonna kill you. And that be the first thing a lot of them will say. They can't say too much, but they be like, oh, I had to do it or they would kill me. You had a choice though before you sold your soul. You wanted some fast, quick money though. That's what you about that life. Now you're in and you can't get out. So my spirit guides tell me that when it comes to this incest in the family, particularly the Negro family, we are talking about toxic addictions here. We're talking about sex addictions, drug addictions, porn addictions, alcohol addictions, gambling addictions, money addictions. All of this stems from addictions, ladies and gentlemen. All of it stems from addictions. They all got one addiction or another that they struggling with, that they battling with. And if you want to say the devil, if that's that's what the title that you want to put on it, honey, the title use them and abuse them in all kinds of ways just for the purposes of Lucifer getting his pleasure, for the purposes. But this is what they sold out for. This is what they sold out for. They was about that life. It was all about the money for them. It was all about fun and games for them. They don't have no problem with screwing over anybody else, hurting anybody else, setting up anybody else to take their life, gang stalking or harassing anybody else. Yet somehow, when it comes to their life, all of a sudden they emotional. All of a sudden they feel some type of way. All of a sudden, they got all of these, these feelings and these stirred up emotions. But as long as you thought you was winning, as long as you thought you was getting over on me, as long as you thought you could kill me and my daughter, you didn't have no problem. It was all good. Until your black magic start coming back on you. But y'all shouldn't have been doing the crap any darn way. You killing off your own race. You working against your own kind. You tainting your own bloodline. And you sell out to these satanic powers that be, and you all too eager to work to kill off your own race. Silly rabbits. Okay, so the fairy message I have here is temptation, guys. This is what this is all about. This is what all this incest mess is all about here, okay? This card this card talks about individuals being in denial of an unhealthy habit, which talks about incest. What we're talking about today, incest in the family. Okay, this is them being in a denial about a unhealthy habit. Okay, maybe it makes some of them feel guilty, but from what I see, because of what they sold out to, many of them don't feel guilty at all. And you see this fairy in the woods here, y'all. It's a fairy because you see him with the wings and stuff here, but you see the snake that's wrapped around the tree right here that's looking directly at him. Almost like, the story of Adam and Eve out in the Garden of Eden, and then, the snake came and tempted them or whatever. So this is about temptation. You feel me? And they all have fallen for this temptation, for money, for finances, money, resources, for greed, for materialism, for positions, titles, roles, for some type of sense of entitlement, or whatever else. So my fairies are telling me right here that these people have the power to overcome this temptation, whatever whatever type of temptation that they are dealing with, whether it's porn addiction, sex addictions, whether whatever type of addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, gambling addictions. Y'all can loose and release yourselves from this temptation, but it starts in your frame of mind. You got to want change, then you got to strive towards change for change to even exist. You understand me? But it's so many of them that they all too thrilled, they all too happy, they all too eager to be a part of this sex cult, this sex coven, this prostitution ring and things. They like being gang stalkers. Cause this how they get paid, this how they get their money, then they ride around the hood talking about they living their best life. You know what I'm saying? The prostitution rings, they go around setting up men on purpose. Excuse me. They go around setting up these men on purpose and robbing them. What type of shit is that? First of all, it's dumb. Do you know how many freaking predators that we have had in the world? Okay? Cold-blooded rapists that will slip your damn throat. You understand me? And then you just out here taking advantage of decent Johns. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to like what another person do, but the fact of the matter is, if the other people, they have the right to make whatever decisions they want to make in their life. And if they have made the conscientious decision to be prostitutes, then it's a right way and it's a wrong way to do anything. If you have found a decent John that all he looking for is to spend a little time with you, go on a little date with you, because that's the proper thing to say. You shouldn't be set up like you selling anything or soliciting anything anyway. It's a right way, it's a wrong way to do anything. You going on a date. You understand? Y'all gonna learn something. Because see, you hoes ain't got no training, but I could teach you. Nevertheless, you got a decent person who just want to go on a date with you, who just want to spend time with you, ain't trying to hurt you, ain't trying to get over on you, gonna give you what you asked for, and you decide to do them dirty and just rob them. You foul, you dirty, you ain't no good. That's just messed up. Period, point blank. But if that's the decision, that's the life that you chose for yourself, like I said, it's a right way and a wrong way to do anything. It's somebody somewhere to be like, prostitution is wrong altogether. People shouldn't be prostituting. You may very well be right. It's a very dangerous profession, but it's the oldest trick in the book. Prostitution, the sex trade, and drug trafficking will never end. It is a multi-billion-dollar business. It will never cease to exist. Never. Some of the richest people in the world have become wealthy from the sex trade, from the drug trade. And we talking street drugs and pharmaceutical drugs. Okay? It will never end. So whether you like it or not, whether you a part of it or not, there's a whole lot of people in the world who is. And if you is, that's your business. But that's what you sold out to. That's what you signed up for. But like I said, it's a right way and it's a wrong way to do anything. When you have a date with a decent person because this is the life that you chose, if they gonna treat you right, you treat them right. It's not okay to be setting people up and robbing people or hurting people. When you probably just got a date with somebody that was lonely, that's in between relationship, that heartbroken, anything. It's called sexual healing. And if you really knew the craft of what you call yourself doing, you wouldn't be getting over on nobody. That's another story for a different day. One of these days I might teach you hoes. Nevertheless, number 27 here from my Earthcraft deck. Oh gosh. I'm so tired of this negative energy, child. Y'all don't even understand. Number 27, okay? This is called seer. Okay? A seer is someone who looks past the surface and beyond the physical world to reveal hidden truths. She reveals on intuition, she relies on intuition, aware that seeing goes beyond what the eyes perceive. You can't explain it immediately, but there is a restlessness in your soul, letting you know, don't dismiss your, letting you know not to dismiss your feelings. You must look closer to see the truth, which this is clearly what I've done. This card is actually quite interesting because there is one of my ancestors looks just like this. Her eyes look just like this, and she comes to me all the time. Her eyes are totally white, just white, both eyes. There's like no like pupil. She comes to me all the time. She is an ancestor. And she does. She comes to me and she communicates with me all the time. A lot of times, either when I'm sleeping or something other or whatever. So, and this individual, like I said, on this card is called Seer. And this is someone who looks past the surface, okay, goes beyond the physical world, okay, to reveal hidden truths. And that's what I have done here with you all today. This is what she has enabled me to do, to go beyond the surface and to reveal the hidden truths, okay? Because like I said, more often than not, people, if you happen to, most of the time it's so hush about incest, nobody really speaks about it. But when you do, it's like, oh yeah, that's the white thing. The white folks do that. The white folks down with that. And more often than not, it's in a whole lot of other cultures of people than you realize, okay? But this seer here, as myself, relies on intuition, okay? And I'm very much aware that seeing goes beyond what the naked eye perceives, okay? So this is actually very interesting card. I like this. She literally looks like one of my spirit guides. Exactly. The eyes are exactly the same. Can you see that? You see how she doesn't have like a pupil? Her eyes are just completely whited out. That's how one of my spirit guides looks. Okay, so, and this is a very divine being, even though it may look a little cleary to somebody, just like how you have the, you all can research like the black eye children, like their entire pupil is, or their entire eye is black. You have individuals who entire eye is white. They're of the light. The ones whose eyes is totally blacked out, they're of the darkness. They're of the evil, of wicked, of demons and things like that. But the ones who have the whited out eyes like this, they're of the light. These are divine beings. These are ancestral beings, okay? And you see how the beam is above her head with the light, okay? This is someone who is highly intuitive, who has like all the answers, all the clarity. And as you embrace your gifts, can provide this for you, and she does for me. Okay, the next message that I have here, because I don't want to keep you all too long. I had some very long videos yesterday. First of all, I have strength here with Archangel Ariel. It says strength and grace, okay? Self-confidence and forgiveness. So I'm disclosing these things, but I have loosed and released these people from my life. I have forgiven them, for they know not what they do to me and my child. Vengeance is not mine. It is that of the Most High. So they will definitely get what is coming back to them. All of their evil and their wickedness will be reversed upon them and fall back upon their own doorsteps, their own homes, their own lives, their own relationships, and so forth or whatever. So I don't worry about it, because frankly, they have been mistreating me my whole life, but they brought out a whole nother side of me from the moment that I realized that you had such sinister plans for even my daughter, that you was doing such evil things to even my daughter. And it just triggers something in me, because I look at my daughter and I see that she is suffering. She's struggling the same way I did when I was her age and even younger, and y'all are doing the exact same things to her that you are doing to me. So it has caused me to have strength for me as well as my daughter, okay? But you know the Most High is taking care of the situation, okay? Me and my daughter have each other. That's all that matters. And you all will be dealt with for the evil and the wicked things that you have partook in and been a part of. Next, I have the Seven of Gabriel here. It says stand up for what you believe in. This is what I have been doing with these videos, sharing this information with you all, putting this information with out to you all, because even if it's the death of me, if it caused my very detriment, then you are going to know why. It's so many people, more often than not, you hear about people every day dying, and they could have been struggling with things like this. They was set up, they was they was used as some type of they was sacrificed or something, and nobody really know the real deal, what was happening before the situation occurred, what was going on with them, with their family through the situation. And more often than not, these people sacrifice their own flesh and blood, y'all. And then soon as the camera crew come out, they first on the scene to be seen doing interviews and everything, honey. Fake tears, can't shed a tear if it started raining, honey, on them. And they be like, oh my gosh, it's my favorite family. I just love them so much. We just did not see this coming. We're so heartbroken. We're going to have a balloon release. Please donate to the GoFundMe. Y'all better not donate them folk nothing. They ain't never did nothing for me and my daughter. You understand me? Not never. Honey, and so they not going to sacrifice me, child. They not but without me letting y'all know what they doing, what they about. So should anything go down, we don't fear no evil over here. We don't fear no enemies over here. You understand me? We don't fear none of that demonic crap that they conjuring up and they using and they doing, going out here to these graveyards, disrespecting the dead, doing these rituals and things. You tapping into forbidden magic. You're not supposed to do that. You don't have the clearance to do that. You don't have the permission to do that. You are pissing off the gods. You are pissing off the ancestors. And your stupid ass, because you want to hurt me and my child so bad, you out here conjuring up things that you don't even have permission to conjure the hell up with your book witch ass. Ooh, child, y'all ran me hot. But I'm standing up for what I believe in, and I'm speaking out on it because I can speak out on it. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from speaking out on it, because like I said, more often than not, this world stays blind to so much bullshit because y'all are being purposely brainwashed, dumbed down. You're being kept blind because you're being kept entertained with bullshit all the damn time. And I'm telling you real life facts, what's going on in the real world, real life events. You understand me? You ain't never read this in no book. You ain't never seen this on your reality TV show. You ain't never seen this in no movie, honey. This is truth that don't get told. And this gon' save somebody's life. This gonna help somebody. This gonna heal somebody hearing this. So I don't care nothing about how you feel about me, what you think about me. Because my spirit guides, the Most High, told me to put these messages. That I'm led by spirit, and thus is what I'm going to do. So I'm standing up for what I believe in. This says have confidence. Claim your personal power. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't have to dislike me and dislove me just because you don't like me, just because you don't love me. I do have confidence. I'm going to continue to have confidence if I got to stand alone in confidence. Because guess what? Y'all don't need you. No way, no how, not then, not now. It's, I don't need you. I'm claiming my personal power. Next here I have the 5 of Gabriel. This says a challenge you can resolve. Okay, this is my spirit guys letting me know that I am breaking generational curses. This has been a challenge for so many different households, for so many different families, for so many different people. This has been generation after generation of curses in my own supposed family, honey, and I'm the one for the job. My spirit guys tell me that this is a challenge that I can resolve, and thus I am doing so. But my spirit guides also let me know to withdraw from the drama of others. To withdraw from y'all drama. From y'all lies, from y'all deceptions. From all the evil and the wicked that you were doing to me and my daughter, baby. I don't have to retaliate against you. The way you attacking me, this ain't battle of the witches. You understand me? This ain't battle of the water signs. See, because I got a Pisces sister that's working against me. I got a Scorpion sister that's working against me. I got a Pisces aunt that's working against me. All you bitch ass water signs working against another water sign. Bitch, you can't flood me in water when I am water, when I am a fish. And then here come the fire with Sarita. Don't you know water puts out fire? Have y'all not read anything that said that I will be given dominion over my enemies to trump all over you scorpions? See, you say you're real, but you really ain't. Y'all don't know nothing about me. And since you don't know nothing about me, you better ask somebody to know something about it. Better, yeah, you best come to the source and just ask me. My spirit guides is telling me just to have patience with myself and all of those of you around me. And that's exactly what I'm doing, honey. Because like I said, I done loosed and released y'all from my life. I don't care to ever see any of you ever again, baby. I don't want you in my life, in my child life, in the sick, twisted, sinister things that y'all involved in, with y'all sold out behinds, baby. I don't want you nowhere near me. Because if I knew then when I was younger, what I know the hell now, I would have got the hell away from y'all a long hell time ago. And we wouldn't even have this problem. Okay, y'all. I have 2 more spirit messages here, and we are going to conclude this reading for today. Here I have protest, start a revolution, honey. This is exactly what I'm doing. See, protesting begin with just a word of ear, telling somebody that's going to tell somebody that's going to tell somebody. Speaking up for what I believe in. That's what I'm doing here. This is the reason why I am sharing what is happening to me and my daughter with the world. Because it was somebody who wasn't awake, who wasn't aware of these things happening, of people being targeted, whether by their own families or the government, or somebody who wasn't aware that such sinister, evil, wicked things even took place, with people being in satanic, demonic cults and secret societies and prostitution rings and human sex trafficking rings and things. It was somebody that did not know that I can help, that I can heal, if I can say something or do something to enable you to wake up. It ain't about you liking me. It ain't about you believing in me. It's about you using your own mind, your own intuition, and just having that thought that the powers that be don't want you to have. You having that thought to go and research it and read about it yourself. See, that's what protest is all about. That's what real protest is all about. I'm shedding a light on so many things that ain't nobody talking about. Ain't nobody doing this. Can't nobody do it like me. Because I'm original. Y'all copycats. Next here I have red. This says forgive. I forgive you because you know not what you do. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted and think I'm forgiving you for you. I'm forgiving you for me. To heal myself. to help me to move forward for the betterment of myself and my life and that of my child. So thus I forgive you in spite of your wicked ways. But I would never forget. You all, that concludes the reading for The Incest Is Real, the low down, dirty do ends of the Negro family, the generational curses, or where the generational curses begin. I thank each and every last one of you for listening, for watching. If you would please like, share, and subscribe. For those of you who have any topic suggestions that you would like for me to talk about or do a reading on, if you have any missing mystery ideas or murder mystery ideas that you would like for me to shed light on or do a reading on, please email me at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If there's anybody who would like to donate to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. I thank you very much with every fiber of my being. You can do so through Cash App at $Tiff Diamond 36. As I always tell you all, you need to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. This is a wicked, wicked world that we are living in. There is evil lurking around every corner, okay? And evil and wickedness, they don't have any particular name on it for it to target you one day, okay? You need to watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, and watch those that your the individuals that your children are in the company of. I tell you all these things because I have had to learn the hard way about entrusting people that you thought that loved you, that cared about you, that was smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back the whole time that you allowed your children to be around, and they harmed your children, and you never knew. So y'all watch the company even your children keep, who your children are around and things, okay? I really do care about people, a lot, all kinds of people, all kinds of races of people, you know, all different types of beliefs of people, because really and truly all we have is each other. But there, like I said, there's a lot of demonic energy that is in this world that has consumed so many individuals, and they have just become demonically possessed with the wickedness of this world, okay? And I really don't want that for you all. So you all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, okay? I wish each and every last one of you peace, love, and light, and until the next time, namaste.